Over the last 2 months, I have been helping a very good friend of mine now named Farron go from 1,000 followers to over 20,000 followers. His Instagram currently sitting at 14,000 Instagram followers and his TikTok about to touch 10K. And today I want to spend this time going through exactly how we done it. So what I'm going to be doing is inserting a clip from my most recent meeting with a couple of artists that I've been working with at the moment, and basically breaking down exactly how Farron done this. Now, before I insert it, the main thing I'm going to be talking about is finding your content series format. It's exactly what Farron done, and it's 3 super easy steps to go through. And once you watch this video, you'll be able to come away from here and go and find your content series format that has so much potential, can grow your personal brand in a way that you've never done before, and actually start getting the music that you've been sitting on probably years some serious recognition. Not by being cringy, not by being corny, and not by doing the things that you don't want to do. It's just by finding your format and posting content that is going to work to get yourself to the positions that you want to be and hit them goals that you've got. So look, I'm not going to talk any longer. I'm going to be inserting the clip now of my recent meeting with a few of the artists I've been working with, where I basically run through exactly how Farron done this to go from 1,000 followers to over 20,000 followers. Let's get into it. Peace. Making your content series. Firstly, I want to jump into the first thing. Farron, who's in here, he's not on the call right now. I think he said he is joining today, but I'm not sure where he is. But anyway, meet Farron. When we started working together, he was on 1,000 followers on Instagram and on TikTok. It's still crazy for me to process to where he's got to now, but he's now on over 20,000 followers over the past couple months. Like, the growth is fucking insane. And all he's done is do the inputs and do the things that he needs to do to get to his goals. Like hitting 10K followers, 5K followers, whatever his goals were, we've smashed it. And he's at nearly 10K followers on TikTok. What I want you guys to understand, and why I'm making this call and why I'm using Farron as an example, is because one reason why he's done so well whilst working together, whilst posting more content, is because he's done one thing. And that's he's found his content series format, which is really unique and different. And everyone's ideas are going to be different, but for him, it was writing fans on the wall for an album cover. It's literally racked in, I think, up to now 1 million views per month, just standard. But most posts that he does are doing so well, and it's all based on the concept of his audience feeling engaged to his journey, and they get to be on his wall, like literally where he lives. And also the best part of it is they get a reward. They get to be on his fucking album cover when it comes out. It's like, the reason why I'm going through this is I want to break down this format, because there's 3 things that I want everyone to be aware of that we can all go and do as well. Not to go and copy Farron's format, but to go and use a similar style, like, use the things that have done well for him, and we can go do it ourselves. It's like, we don't need to sit here copying Farron. Like, it's not going to work. The one thing I always say with content is you don't need to copy people. Like, that's when it doesn't work. When you be yourself, when you be authentic, true to yourself, is when your content will work. The reason why my content's working so much myself, I've hit over 100,000 organic views over the past month on Instagram, is because I'm learning more and more and more and more and more to be myself. And this is exactly what Farron does. Whether he's talking to the camera or whether he's writing on the wall, putting the names up, people just see him for him. Now I'm going to break down this format. Literally 3 steps I want to go through. First thing, the first thing about this format that he's doing and why it's doing so well is because it sparks curiosity and it builds connection. If you guys don't know about the 3 C's already, then it is a video inside the classroom section, which you'll get to know more. And also on these calls, you'll understand more. But if you don't know the 3 C's that we follow whilst working together, it's our method with content. We call it CCC: curiosity, connection, conversion. Curiosity, connection, conversion. What he does here is get people so curious to watch every single video. He writes captions that gets people to want to know more. Fan base is so small, we could fit on a fucking bus. Like what? Like people want to be a part of that because they want to be, you know, someday in an arena when he is selling it out. And think about, wow, I was a fan of Farron when he was talking about the fan base is so small we can fit on a bus. Everyone's following along to it. And secondly, he builds connection. He's done loads of videos talking to the camera. Day 1, day 2, day 3 of writing people on my wall and I'm going to make it an album cover one day. You guys can check out Farron's content for yourself. And he's in here and I'm sure he'll speak to any of you guys if you got any questions about what he's been doing. That's what the community is for, just as a gentle reminder. But that's the first thing. He sparks the seas, curiosity and connection. People are connected to this. People are part of the journey. People are curious to constantly know more. Secondly, USP. It's unique as fuck. Like, this format isn't just the same old everyday documentation. Oh, this is day 1 of being a rapper and posting my music until I go viral. It's like, no, this is different. This is something that people have been waiting for. It's like this guy's, Farron, he's found his idea and he's stuck with it. The unique selling point, the USP of this is he's right and found on his bedroom rule. Like, that's never been done before. So when it comes to you guys making your content series and finding your format that you can document every single week, it's like, think of things that haven't been done before. Think of things that make you stand out. Think of them things that make people so curious to know more. And look at Farron's content and get an idea get an idea of what you could go and do. Also, what makes it super unique as well is, like, it's not even one point. The second thing, he's actually going to be making this his album cover. Now, Farron said he's not even got the album finished, I don't think. But it's like, people don't care about that. People don't care about, like, all of them things right now. They just care about, if we keep engaging, if we keep following along, if we support him, if we follow him, if we like, if we comment, we can one day be on his album cover. Plus, we can be on his wall. Like, it's unique. And people feel like they're a part of it, which leads me on to my third point, which I want to talk to you guys about when it comes to making your content series, is getting the audience involved. This is top-notch engaging. Like, it's fucking insane. Like I said before, I still can't believe that Farron has genuinely, like, organically, completely organic. He joined working with me 2 months ago. We were on this first call together. He had all these goals. He was stuck on 1,000 followers. He is now at over 20,000 followers, 12 on Instagram, 9, 10 on TikTok. It's insane. And the third thing of why he's done this is because the audience is so involved. People want to be a part of that journey, and that's exactly what your content series should look like. You should be taking people on this journey. Right now, we're here. We're at point A. Point A for Farron is he's a bus. He literally is a busker. Before he started content, he was just going to carry on busking on the streets until he worked with me, which is you guys can watch the YouTube video itself for that, because I've got a YouTube video on that. But he was just busking. He had no followers, not many followers, didn't know what he was doing with his content, kept getting 300, 500 views, and he was at point A. And now what he's started doing is he's taken people on that journey with him, where point B is albums dropped, is a cover with everyone's usernames, and that's what point B looks like. And every piece of content that he posts, when he talks, when he's writing on the wall, when he's documenting, when he's talking to the camera, showing his personality, he's just taking people on the journey. And that's exactly what you want to do. You want to involve your audience with the content. You want to involve your audience. Take them from A to B. And it almost should feel like a reward as well. Like, once again, going back to that point, is they get a reward out of this. It's not just like the same old content. Oh yeah, I'm going to like and comment on this because I like this. Like, they're going to comment on it because they also get to be on his album cover, which is sick. So there are 3 things that I wanted to go through. Farron, gone from 1,000 to over 20,000 followers on Instagram, on TikTok, completely organically by finding his content series format, and he's consistently stuck with it ever since he started, ever since he saw that was the format that was working. And now I just want you guys to do the same, because we all have so much talent in here. We all have so much potential with our music, and it's like we don't want to stay stuck. Like, our slot right here, we are the people that don't want to stay stuck. Like, there's a reason when we all had this first call together of why you're here now. It's like, you don't want to stay stuck. You know how much this means to you. Adam, I'm sure you'll jump into your story and meet the guys properly soon, but Adam's going all in on music because he fucking believes. He's literally quitting his job, I think it's next week or in the next 2 weeks, to go all in on music. And once again, This shows what type of people we are compared to other artists. That already makes us stand out. It's like we are different. We don't want to stay stuck. Now we hit the road and we make sure we're not stuck. Now, cool. That's what we want to do. Take people on the journey with us. That's the point I'm trying to get across. With our content, with your content series, if I haven't made it clear enough, I want everyone to come away with ideas or start brainstorming some ways where you can go and put a content series in place. The amount of posting or however that looks, it doesn't matter. For example, Farron, he pretty much posts every day. I think sometimes he doesn't, but that's not the point. Like, yeah, for Farron, it has worked posting every day. But even with this content series format, it doesn't mean you have to post it every day. It might be a day one, then you post on day 4, then you post on day 7 series, or it might be you take people on the journey in week 1, week 2, welcome to week 3, whatever the content series is going to be. But I don't want you guys to worry about how much you need to post and stuff like that. That's what we'll come to. They're the small things. It's like right now we just want to focus on what journey we're going to take people on. So yeah, pretty much they're the main things I wanted to go over. And now, yeah, what I wanted to go over was I want everyone leaving here basically with the content series format ready to execute for yourself. And the only thing we can do is plan that. So I've literally got a 3-step plan. I want you guys to, and I've been rambling a little bit, but I want to just go through this last bit and ask you guys to make some notes for the benefit of you, making sure we hit these goals while you're here. Like, it is crucial that we are hitting the goals while you're here that you've got, whether it's a certain amount of streams, whether it's just improvement in content, whether it's being more consistent, whether it's hitting 3K, 5K, whatever K followers. It's like, I want us to do this to make sure we can hit them goals. So get a notepad out or use your phone, use the notes app, whatever it is, because there's going to be a couple bullet points to make. And we're going to follow the exact framework that's been working for Farron and implement it for your series. Firstly, the curiosity and connection. This is what worked so well for Farron. I want you all to think about and bullet point 3 ideas. What is it that you could show every day or every week? Doesn't matter how often you do it. What is it that you could show that make people feel curious and connected to you? You know, think about what you have coming up, what goals you're trying to hit. Like, Tony, we've spoken about this, and God, we need to get on a call, bro, because I want to make sure you're making this specific type of series. But bro, take people on that A to B journey. It's like Tony, he's got this goal to be performing at a show like in the next 3 months. Like, that's why we're working together right now, and we're going to do that through content. But right now, Tony's here, point A. It's like, we haven't performed at that show yet in front of a big crowd. We've only done some open mic events, and our content's not getting the most engagement at the moment. And we want to be at point B, where we're performing at that show, got a crowd in front of us, everyone's cheering, like, it's sick. It's like, we could take people on that journey with us. So I want you guys to have a think about what could you do to show and document and build curiosity, build connection to you. So like I said, think about what you've got coming up, think about the goals you're trying to hit, the new music that's dropping, and almost think about what journey you could take people on. That's all I want you to think about. What journey can you take people on? What can you document? I hope this is clear. Obviously, I'm still going to keep going through this, but if anyone wants to unmute and shoot any questions while I am talking about this, go for it. But yeah, that's number 1. Yeah, like I said, if anyone's got any questions, but bullet point them, start getting some ideas. What are, like I said, if you're struggling on what to write down, think about where you want to be. Think about, I think, Adam, did we say 10K monthly listeners or something? Like, think about where we want to be and how we can take people on that. So even if it means you just write your bullet points, three of your goals down, it's like, cool, that's great ideas already. We can start thinking about a series that we can make for that. Also, I know maybe a concern that some of you might have is like, I don't want to be a content creator. Truth is, sorry to break it to everyone, but we are content creators. And that's what we got to do to make it with our music. For it to be corny, or for it to be cringe, or for it to be too much personality where it just takes over from the music, that's down to you. I'm not sitting here with a 3-step plan that literally tells you what series to make. It's down to you how you execute it. Like, I'm here for that guidance. So you've almost got to make sure it comes out in a way where it doesn't ruin your brand, because all of you can do this. I know how it feels to have that sort of feel like that, that brand look, or that aesthetic, or that, you know, I'm a rapper, I don't really want to do too much personality. It's like, but you want 10K followers, right? You want 10K monthly listeners. Okay, cool. We'll start showing people who you are, because people need a reason to listen to your music. People need a reason to become a monthly listener of yours. You just got to show that through your content. So we can either care about how the brand aesthetic looks and, oh, I'm a rapper, like maybe I shouldn't be talking too much on camera. Or we can think about where we genuinely want to be by just showing us a little bit more. Hopefully you guys got a couple of things down. USP, number 2. Before we wrap up, nearly halfway now. What is it that makes you stand out? Like literally the same thing that we went through for Farron. He found his USP, he found something unique. What is it that makes you stand out? Or what could you do to make yourself stand out? Once again, bullet point 3 ideas. Have a think about what your current USP is. You know, once again, we can have a little talk about this once I've gone over the 3rd point. But like, have a little think about what is your current USP? Do you have one right now? What could make your series different to anyone else's? Or even if you do have a USP or you don't think it's strong enough or whatever it is, just have a little brainstorm right now. Like, what could you do to take people on a journey in such a unique way that it's so different and people want to watch more? You know, you're not just making that same old content. You're not just the same old rapper. Remember, there's a reason why we're all here, because we're not them same people that stay stuck. We've made a decision to make sure we keep moving forward and hitting our goals. So yeah, USP, have a think about what makes you unique and what will make you stand out. And that's what we want to have in this series. Exactly the same with Farron. It's like he goes and writes on his fucking bedroom wall. My mum would kill me if I'd done that. It's a curiosity straight away. That's why it makes people go like fucking insane. It's like, whoa, what the hell? He's writing on his wall. That's insane. It's like, yo, my mum would kill me if I'd done that. So it's like, yeah, think of something that makes you stand out. Hopefully I've given you guys a couple minutes. Maybe you got some ideas floating just in terms of, yeah, what is it that you could do to be different there? And then thirdly, last point, yeah, this is all I have. Thirdly, exactly what Farron did. How can we involve the audience? How can we engage the audience with this series? What would your series do to make your audience feel like they're a part of it? Once again, taking them on that journey. Like, honestly, the last like little bit that I have here, like, have a think about your target audience. And if you're not clear on that already, then that's for another time, and you can message me and we can get clear on your target audience and I can help you do that. No problem. You just need to send me the message. But for those that do and you have a rough idea of who your target audience is, have a think about them. What do they already engage with the best? What types of content are they likely to engage with moving forward? You should know this if you know your target audience. You know the type of person that they are. So yeah, and if anyone's confused on ideas, let's have a look for Farron. So yeah, getting the audience involved. Like for Farron, every video gets the audience involved. Like he writes specific ads on his wall. Like that's his way of getting people involved. He's taking them on the journey just in terms of, you know, I'm posting every day till I release the album and make you guys the album cover. Like that's part of the journey. Get them involved. That's just a couple ways there. And yeah, obviously getting them involved as well is the reward. Like they get to be on an album cover eventually. So yeah, look, that's the 3 steps. And once again, bullet point 3 ideas for that. Like bullet point 3 ideas of how you could get your audience involved. And yeah, that's how you're going to make your absolute killer content series. If you've got these goals like 5K, 10K followers, 5K, 10K streams, monthly listeners, TikTok followers, more growth, more views on the post. If you've got them sort of goals, which everyone in this call does have, then you should have a couple bullet points. Or if you haven't yet, we can go through it and brainstorm. You should be making sure you've got a couple points and make sure you're getting onto these content series formats or finding your content series format to start doing, because they're taking over. And we don't want to be left behind. I mean, there's a reason, once again, why we're here. We don't want to stay stuck. This is how we don't. So making that content series, this is how we do it. That's the plan. 2 T's, have a think about how we can get people curious and connected. Think about what makes it unique and think about how we can get the audience involved, exactly like we've done with Farron, to take him from 1,000 to 20,000 followers whilst working inside the Square One space. Cool.